is me. So I guess I could start with like my mom kind of forcing me to do research. So okay. So that very first photo is just me, like my very first research project. So before joining Sizer, I was with Dr. Singh at the Institute of Environmental and Human Health. So that's like me with working with cells, cancer cells. So then after that, I got more interested in genetics. So I sought out an internship online. It was also kind of through Stockness that helped me get to that internship. And that is, that's the work that I'm presenting there. So I went to Utah to go to this internship. I looked at zebrafish and looked at vanishing white matter disease. So that's like a disease that affects the white matter of the brain. It's really interesting. Learned a lot in that experience. What else? And because of that, I was able to go to the national conference, and I was in Hawaii, so that was really fun.
Sabe and I got to go with you.
Yeah, I should have put a photo of us there. I think I still have it. That was so fun.
We did.
What else? So then after that, I wanted to find a lab that was more focused on the brain here at Tech. So I joined an MRI lab with Dr. Scolari. It was kind of cool to see how that research worked, although it was really hard to get subjects to do the MRI. So it was really slow, but it was cool what I got to learn. So then after that, the next summer, I think I went to, I guess I don't have a photo of it, but it was an online thing. It was clinical genetics, and it was through the Keck Grad Institute, and I was able to do that because of my mentor at Sakinas, who told us about the program. So through that program, I kind of learned more about the interconnection between bioinformatics and clinical genetics. So I thought that was really cool. And then after that, I come back to Tech, and that's where I joined Dr. Hegde, and I meet Anna there, which was really fun. With that project, I kind of studied brown fat and also Alzheimer's disease. And also got mice skills out of that. We trained a lot of mice, and that was fun. So then, what else? I think after that, I then go, there's the next summer, and I think that next summer was when COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
So then, through there, I was able to do 2 different internships. One was through the NIH, and then one was at Wisconsin-Madison. Through the NIH, I got a lot of more good, I guess, advice and mentoring, and I got to a lot to hear about really cool research projects. And then at the Wisconsin-Madison, I did a project, and that's me presenting it there. So I was able to take a computational approach to look at, I guess you can say cancerous mutations in genes, and kind of navigating that from you have this big list and how do you narrow it down. And then that was from a melanoma sample of a patient with melanoma, a tumor sample. So that was cool also. And then what else? I come back to Tech. I graduate in fall 2021, still with Dr. Hegde. And let's see, I graduate and then I apply to 2 different postbac programs. The NIH has a postbac program, which is really cool. And then I also applied to one at Johns Hopkins. And so that's kind of what I did for these past 2 years. So I went to Maryland, and that's the cohort right there. I think there was about 9 of us in the program. But I did really cool research there, and I got introduced into ophthalmology, which is a field I never would have heard of otherwise. This is one of the machines that we use, and we're taking a photo of the very back part of the eye. So then this is just the vessels, and this is the optic disc. So that's where the connections go to the brain. My specific project was looking at, well, I guess I can talk more about it. I really like that project, but I want to respect the time. But this is me in my lab over there in Maryland. And then this was actually us in Hawaii whenever we went. This is the cohort that was in Utah with me. And this is me also presenting at a conference recently. It's called ARBO. And it's a big ophthalmology conference. And that's where I was presenting the research I did at Hawkins. And that's another one of my lab members. I guess that's it. I can answer more specific questions if you guys have any.
Yay!